This video will cover the Facebook newsfeed. The Facebook newsfeed is the beating heart of Facebook. It's the first thing that users see when they log onto the site, and it's an integral part of navigating through Facebook. Many users have hundreds, even thousands of friends on Facebook. All of these people are constantly updating their page, posting videos, updating their status, changing their profile pictures, writing on each other's walls, etc. If you have a certain number of friends, it would actually be impossible to keep track of everything they are doing all the time. So the newsfeed is the Facebook development team's method for helping users sort through all this activity. It's kind of a roadmap or a alert system to let you know what's going on with your friends. Now there's two parts of the newsfeed: the top news here and the most recent news. The top news is the default part of the newsfeed, and as a result, it's the most important. It's the first thing that people see when they enter the site. It shows news stories that Facebook has deemed more relevant. We'll get back to that in a minute. And as a result, there's less of them, and they stay on the page for longer. So because of that, they're more important. Most recent is more thorough and less filtered, and it changes more quickly. News from friends' personal profiles appears in the newsfeed, and so do updates from fan pages that Facebook users have liked. And this is where things get important for brands. If a user has liked your page, and you'd like to communicate with that person, the newsfeed is the main forum where that happens. Whenever a fan page posts a status update, let's find an example, like this update here by StereoPen, what's your favorite river? It'll appear on the page's wall, and it may, or it may not, appear in a user's newsfeed. As most people check their news stream every day, often multiple times a day, if your message appears in their stream, they'll see it. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how do I get my updates in the top newsfeed? That does seem to be the most important thing, doesn't it? And yes, that is the most important thing. Well, Facebook has an algorithm to determine this. Much like Google's top secret search formula, Facebook hasn't fully revealed how their formula is worked out. But we do have an idea. News becomes top news, or not, based on a few factors: your affinity with this person or page, the length of time since the post has been posted, and the popularity of the post. Affinity means how often you look at someone's profile, how often you exchange messages with them, etc. The more connections you have, the more likely the possibility that their updates will show in your top newsfeed. For example, this person, Dick Clark, is interacted with pretty frequently on this web page, so it makes sense that one of his updates would appear in the top newsfeed. So I mentioned the length of time matters, and when I say the length of time, I just mean, the amount of time since that post was posted. So older posts will appear far down on the newsfeed because newer posts knock them down. Okay, restarting. And popularity just means how many people have responded to this item in the newsfeed. If many people have commented on it, liked it, clicked on it, etc., there's a much higher chance that it appears in the newsfeed. For example, this update by Adam Munoz this update by Patrick Doherty has been commented on multiple times, a couple times by Adam Munoz. And as a result of these 6 comments, that's massively increasing the chances that it's going to be in the top newsfeed. And I don't know this for sure, no one does, but I strongly suspect that popularity is one of the most important aspects of determining newsfeed relevance. So there's another reason why it's important to have lots of interactions with your Facebook fans. It'll have a snowballing effect. The more fans that interact with your posts, the higher chance the update will appear in your top newsfeed, and the more fans will see it, and as a result, the more fans that will comment on it. So it's kind of a cycle. In any case, you want to have more and more interactions with your posts from your Facebook fans. So that covers the Facebook newsfeed, why it's important, and how to make sure you get the most of it.